everybody, Wiisdom here, 12:08 Tuesday, September 12th. I've gotten notice that my internet might be down from midnight to 6 a.m., which might interfere with the upload of this video. The good news is the Room 2 Part 4 is scheduled for 4 a.m. That's already uploaded. The bad news, if the internet goes down and it's still down when I leave for work, I won't be able to upload this, and then I'll have to do it when I get home. And my internet's slow, and this might be released around this time tomorrow. My intention was it to be released at 4 p.m., so we'll see how that goes. I'm also doing this for the third time. The first time, the recording just froze, and luckily we hadn't done anything. The second time, I got off on a bit of a tangent that I kind of want to make a standalone video on. That way you don't have to sit through the 8 minutes I had of complaining about YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. So, that said, the reason I have the Soul Gem highlighted here, I want to just leave it at this for you. Last week, on Tuesday night, I believe, I streamed Skylanders Imaginators Thumpin' Woompa Islands, right? And so I had the base upgrades for Crash and Cortex scheduled for Tuesday and Thursday. So in the stream side, I scheduled the level for Saturday, right? A lot of you have not seen that because YouTube still does not archive the videos correctly when I live stream. And there's a whole big story on this, by the way. But needless to say, if you want to see Thumpin' Woompa Islands, which I know a lot of you have been requesting it for a long time, I have streamed it. It is in my uploads, if you will. But they don't sort it correctly. Like, even though I scheduled it for Saturday and it should be, say, still on page 1 right now, it is not. So you'll have to go to my channel, and then if you click on the videos tab of your mobile or like the uploads or whatever, and scroll through a little bit, you will find it. I guess it's sorted based on last Tuesday, if you will. So it's titled, as always, I don't do clickbait, I just do what it is. So it's Skylanders Imaginators Thumpin' Woompa Island. And that way you can see, which it was a pretty cool level. You can see the Chili Prepper runs, you can see the Neo Cortex special stuff. I think we did everything except the time goal pretty much, so it's pretty much a thorough run through the level. And most importantly, we got their soul gems, which we had to do through the Chili Pepper run and the Cortex, sort of like Atari-esque Space Invaders type of a deal. So if that piques your interest, make sure to check that out. You can search for it if the search engines actually work on YouTube for my own videos. And if not, again, it's buried somewhere away, relatively close to the top still, but down, going to be about a week's worth of videos. So that is how we got the soul gems, and that was our holdup. Now, Cuddle Muffin was supposed to do this with me. I actually, to my credit, it was early, but also not working in our favor. He's like 2 or 3 hours east of me, up in the winter wonderland of Canada. And so my 9 p.m., which is super, that really is early for me. That's like his midnight-ish, somewhere in there. He might be 4 hours, I honestly can't remember. But so he is probably asleep right now, particularly now that it's midnight. I kind of waited just in case he got the notification or woke up or something. But he was our resident Crash and Cortex expert when we went through the introductions. Didn't have him for the base upgrades, kind of planned to have him here. Fact of the matter is, I've got to at least record these two so I can reset the characters to get their money for their other paths tonight. So that's what I will be doing. Maybe he can join us for the wrap-up. But Crash Bandicoot, who turns out to be pretty fun here in Skylanders Imaginators, we've got his base upgrades, and it is now time to pick a path. But of course, we can't pick the path that we want. We have to pick the path that we think we won't want so we can reset the character and get the path that we think that we will want. Makes sense? I thought so. So, let's come in here. We have got Spin to Win, twirl towards freedom and victory with more powerful and useful spin attacks. Or Crates Aplenty, litter the battlefield with crates and pack them each with more of a punch. I'm kind of thinking that sounds like a pretty good option, so we're going to take Spin to Win first. I could be doing this wrong. I know Ethan mentioned it in the base upgrades, what he liked. I think Ominix may have too. He's a pretty big Crash fan. But that was a long time ago, and I don't remember. So I thought Ethan had said it on Twitter again when I brought it up recently. And before starting this recording, I went through all my recent replies and conversations. I don't see it, so I'm not sure. But I think the crates are pretty cool, and we're just gonna hope for the best with him. So there's some neat attacks. It sounds like I read over everything there. So here we go. We get the Aku Aku dash, which to showcase this, I'll have to go into the arena, I suppose. Run faster after reviving. This is what, like, granted, I've not played with him in a level or an arena or anything like that, because if I do, I run the risk of leveling him up, which completely alters all of our attack damage number here that we want baselined. But assuming he dies a lot, this would be useful. If you don't ever die with him, it's not going to be useful. And of course, as you play more with him and you level up and his health increases, this is going to be less and less useful. So that's kind of one of the reasons I went ahead and picked this path first. But run faster after reviving, while under Aku Aku's protection. Aku Aku also shields for a longer time. So apparently Aku Aku was already shielding us. But again, I know nothing of this. I couldn't showcase it because we can't go into the game. So 1,700 is the price. And let's just go to the next one. So, Suction Cyclone Spin. Keep pressing X to keep the spin going. Enemies are suctioned in, knocked away, and hit harder when punched. And then that sounds really good, but then they hit you with this. Movement speed slightly decays over time. You know, it's like, you would think, as they describe it, you know, you're continuously pressing X, you're constantly spinning. One would think you would get faster, right? Because, you know, you're pulling them in, you're knocking them away, you're hitting harder, but we slow down. So, like, I don't know if this is a perpetual thing, or if you just get to a point where you're just barely moving and barely dealing any damage. And so I wasn't too interested in that, but 2,200, we'll take it. And let's not buy that yet. So, we're going to still 30. If I 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's kind of neat. 45 to 68. Can you just do this forever? You're probably hearing that button mash, but you have to do it. This doesn't seem too bad. They really shouldn't downplay it that much, you know. This will also, by the way, showcase way better in an arena or upstairs with the dummies, but these guys, we can't really pull them in. I don't really think that's bad. I don't know what their problem is, but... So 45 to 68. I can't for the life of me remember where we left off with this, so let me tab over. Aku Aku Dash, let's go ahead and pin that in. Revive with longer shield and faster movements. Suction Cyclone Spin, so pull enemies in, hit at 45 to 68. Now, I don't know if the enemy is getting pulled in. I wouldn't imagine that would do damage, but we'll have to check it out. And then 45 to 68. I wonder if we need to go upstairs. I think we'll just bite the bullet and do it now. So that's where we're headed. But yeah, this I really do think he fits the mold of a Skylander. I mean, if none of us knew anything about Crash Bandicoot from the past, I feel like they could throw this guy in here and call him Crash, and it'd be like, oh yeah, cool. You know, it's that you know, brawler dude with the shoes. You know, so. That's testament to how well the crossover is, you know. I thought Bowser and DK were believable too, given the story tying. But, like, if you had to pick out of Cortex, Bowser, and Donkey Kong, our guest stars, if you will, if you had to just say, okay, which of these four looks the most like a Skylander? I guess really the personality, you know, and with me, I've got much more of an affinity for Bowser and DK, but I would have to say Crash. Cortex kind of seems too sinisterly evil, you know, already. He's got like that villain look. Now, obviously here, with the reformed Doom Raiders, yes, he could tie in nicely. But just if you're thinking like a spiritual successor to SSA or Giants, I think you would have to pick Crash. Now, After that, probably DK, and then Bowser. But yeah, I feel like Crash most closely fits the mold of a Skylander. If I had to pick just one, it would be Bowser. But, you know, just one of those four to be in a game. But in terms of which one of these four characters is the most like a Skylander as they are, I would have to say Crash. So let's come in here. We're going to do tap, and then we're going to come over here. And that was a botch. Okay, that's... I don't know why you can't hold it, actually. Okay. Okay, so you can hear the movement decreasing. It's still not bad, though. Okay, it is. It's not near as quick. And the pull-in effect is... God, Okay, the pull-in effect is non-existent. He's only doing standard damage. That's weird. Okay, he got pulled in and hit at 45. So the leaves have nothing to do with this. It's only like the dirt clod. So let's see what the time limit is. And this will be a sad day. Okay, so it's been 30 seconds. Is it just when you hit enemies? Why didn't this work the first time? You know? Okay, this makes 0 sense. I'm doing the same thing, and he's still maintaining the 45 to 68. Still pulling him in. I couldn't tell you. This time, this is just perpetual. Previously, it was almost like we lost the clouds and you just kept the leaves. And you went back down to standard damage. I honestly think with the knockback, I realize it would be great if it's an enemy that could easily kill Crash or his health was low. But I'm not gonna lie. He would kill them much quicker in standard form. So let's do this one more time. I guess maybe it's just, I don't know what went wrong that one time, but it's looking like you can do it continuously. So we will leave it at that. Pulls enemies in, hits at 45 to 68. Simple enough, that's fine. And now, final upgrade on this path. Go yo-yo, go yo-yo, go yo-yo, go. Vanilla Ice in the house. Press X 3 times or more, which again, I'm afraid this could mess up what we just got. We'll have to see. 3 times or more to combo the spin for more area, and X combo attacks do more damage. Spinning retains its initial speed for a longer time. That has nothing to do with a yo-yo, you know? Oh, there's a yo-yo. Okay. Oh yeah, this is way better. Okay. Does that do damage to him? 60, yeah. So still 45 to 68, you gotta be kidding me. It looks really cool, but it does the same damage number. I guess you can just retain the movements a little bit better. So he's basically looking like he would be invincible here if you wanted to go defensive, right? So that's good. Alright. I did not oh, I'm sorry, the keyboard tray got that. That's what happened. So, go yo-yo, go. How would we describe that? I'm not sure. Press X 3 times or more to combo the spin for more area. And X combo attacks do more damage. What? Okay, is there something hidden with this? Whoa, my bad. I'm gonna let go. Oh, they just mean generic. Okay, that's great. I mean, it's actually not that impressive, but I thought they meant while you were spinning your X combo attack, and I was like, how do you do that? So 38 to 57. Alright, so standard attack is 38 to 57. Does that mean that our... Let me... Okay. Try this. Okay, so it's gonna max at 45 to 68, but standard attack 38 to 67. Spin has increased range and speed at 45 to 68. So same damage with the spin, but the standard attack has gone from 30-45 up to 38 to 57. So not a bad increase. But overall, the top patch it doesn't seem that impressive. Now, I do think you could potentially, if you were so inclined, just do this continuously, and I think only like the toughest of enemies could hit you, particularly given he pulls them in and then has really good knockback with them. So we'll see. Let's Soul Gym time. We've got Box O rockets for 4K. Every now and then, press Y to throw a rocket crate that spawns a rocket. When it is collected, crash jetpacks into the air. Press X to shoot Wumpa Fruit and unleash an aerial assault. That sounds actually pretty amazing. So, let me yawn. Oh, hey, that's a Crash one. Right? Oh, hey. I guess that doesn't work on the map, maybe. Huh. Is that our rocket? That's just TNT, right? Let's see. I love how those skip off of each other. It's like my favorite thing about this character, I think. And it's going to allow me to do a lot of neat things. So, that said, I don't know if I will ever get... Wait, that's TNT too. What does this crate look like that I'm going for? Like, I don't... Guess I get it. Huh. We've only had one crash crate. Were you supposed to do something special? Maybe you weren't. Every now and then, press Y to throw a rocket crate. It spawns a rocket. I've never seen that. Like, I've seen one crash crate. You know? Oh, that must be it. Where did you go? Oh, you're kidding me. Really? Really? That's so weak, bro. Okay, well, hey. If we ever see that again, let's not touch it. Okay, there we go. Finally found one. This was a much quicker ratio than last time. I'm just afraid to touch it. It's gonna need to go on its own. Oh. You can't move though. Great. So we have to stand up here with dummies out that we can't really, oh no, do anything to. Alright, well this might take a while. What does that damage of the crates do again? Explosion alert. 44? Alright, that's what I thought. I remembered anyway. I've kind of got to be right here. I can't really leave the arena. So, all I can tell you is it's very, very rare that you get a crash crate or a rocket. And That's unfortunate for us right here, isn't it? It's very unfortunate. We've had 2 rocket crates and 1 crash crate this entire time. Holy Moses. Can a man get a stupid... Oh, come on. Come on, man. This is just insanely ridiculous. Okay, well this path clearly doesn't play fantastic with the soul gem. How long am I gonna have to do this? Do I need to like stop and then throw it again? Slow it down a little bit? I don't know. Like, is there some secret to it? I couldn't tell you. All I know is we do not get what I need or what I want. There we go, finally. Okay. Get several of these guys. Gentlemen, please stand clear of the explosive devices. Cool, we got this. Okay. 46 to 69. And the aim is not that great. Okay, I'll take that though. So, box O rockets. Rocket crate, 46 to 69. And how many Woompa fruits did we fire? I don't know. We can count it in editing, I guess. But while we've got the crew here, actually, let's showcase this. Get all 4 of these. Well, this is a bad example. So, let's just go out of the arena. Cool. Now everyone can be at full health. And we'll execute this guy. Gee. Alright, here we go. Huh. That's odd. 104 to 156. The final is 288 to 432. I can't remember if we had that last time or I told you I would get it, but I did get it. So the Sky Chi. Hold right trigger to perform your Sky Chi power. Use left stick to direct where the yo-yos will go. So not the most impressive, but it's kind of cool. So it's got that going for it. So what we need to look at now is the Aku Aku Dash, which the only way I can even attempt to showcase that to you is by going into the arena here. At this point in time, it's okay if we level him up. It's okay if he dies. It's okay if he hits level 3, because we're going to reset him and we're going to come back for crates aplenty. So the good news is the soul gem will stay. The bad news is the Sky Chi goes away. And I've got to go back to, is it Mushroom River, I think, to acquire his Sky Chi. I'm getting very tired, which it's very early. It's only 30 minutes after midnight, but I'm just tired. So here we go, all the way down here. I still love the slide and the spin kick, personally. Alright, I should have been throwing crates this whole time to see if they increase their battle. Alright, so Aku Aku Dash. Revive with a longer shield and faster movement. My apologies for not showing you what it looks like when he dies and revives without this, but hey, we shall see.
Well, well, well.
Yeah,
Nice to see you
yeah.
again, Skylander.
Skip.
Let's
Alright,
get
here we
rolling.
go. Let me check the length here. 23 minutes, not too bad, not too bad. Oh, I love these guys. You know, Q4, give me Broccoli Guy, and I'll be a happy man. That's all I want for Christmas is Broccoli Guy. Give the kids their vegetables. Okay, so I guess we just want to die. You know what? These guys are actually pretty hardy. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. That was Nintendo. I want to see how this primary attack...
Oh, and the Skylander doesn't waste any time here, lighting up these suckers like an absolute bomb.
Interesting.
So, I just want to know, Chillbell, what is your
Yeah,
this
I
whole
mean,
character creation
if you're looking for a defensive character based... Oh, wow, gotta be careful. Okay. Now, I think just a couple of hits from that sheep guy will kill us.
Because we got chompies in the house.
Oh, they don't hit. Well, they hit pretty hard. The chompies only do 10. They do some serious damage.
Looks like the Skylander is taking some light damage, as we say in the business.
How did we kill
anyone?
anyone?
Starting to get chippy in here.
What?
And by that, I don't mean a place where one buys fish and chips.
That Aku... Wait, did I revive? But with... Oh, that's what it was.
Such a no-brainer.
Okay.
It's a beautiful day for an arena battle, eh, Broccoli Guy?
Oh, those bad guys are feeling it now, Chill Bill.
Oh, that's nice. Yes, they are in the
Okay.
zone.
How can I...
V-zone, some
We
zone,
can't
and that's
revive
still pretty
anymore
good.
unless I get a crash. Oh, there's the rocket. That would kind of be cool, actually.
So how'd you get a name
Does
like
the crate
Chill Bill
damage me
anyway?
if it explodes?
At first I was just Bill.
Oh, it went off the screen. You've got to be
So
kidding
the
me.
rest just kind of wrote itself.
You've got to be... I was going to grab that so we could showcase that here. I was going to count the Winkle Poop. The good news is, I guess these guys can hurt me. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, we're dead. I want to witness the revival, but we have no reviving ability right now.
Living the life.
I mean, sure, it was an exciting time.
Love
but
that
I feel
body
I have
slam.
settled
Let's
into
get
my
that.
niche working here in
Oh wait,
sport
we got one.
broadcasting. And with my mini charities.
16 is what I'm thinking. And the aim was just as bad as it was. Wow, crash crates are just like a thing of non-existence. Oh, dodge that. Okay. Come on, I need another life, man. I need to... For science, Crash. Come on. Oh, this is just ridiculous. Come on. Can a man get a freaking extra life in this game? You're supposed to be able to do this. I would love to see a scenario where you have five revivals at a time. Like, how many crates did you have to throw to get those? You know? Whoops. Wow, that was bad.
Skylanders comeback, broccoli guy.
Well,
It's a
they're gonna
shame
have to
he's
give
level
110% Chill Bill.
still
Even though by
tons.
definition, 100% is the most anyone
This is
can
just to
give.
the point that, like, who's gonna bother? Who's really gonna bother? Oh, it's over. Well, hey, sometimes it's not meant to be. That's all I can tell you. So, what have we learned here today? Well, number one, the suction cyclone spin is actually a legitimately decent strategy. If you're looking for a character that you can just hold or button spam something and have pretty good luck with, I think that's a legitimate option for you. It ties in a little bit with go yo yo go yo yo go. Aku Aku dash, it's nice to get the shield and the movement. I think the shield was doing 89, it looks like. I think we were still level 1 when that happened. The first time we died, I didn't realize we had died, and so I was kind of curious to see how he would revive, you know, like what health and whatnot. So I might explore this a little bit more off camera before I just completely reset him. Try to baseline that stuff. But in terms of the Soul Gem box of rockets, yeah, you can get it every once in a while, but good freaking luck. I mean, and the same issue I had where the rocket flew off at the academy and the rocket launcher flew off of the screen here, you're going to have that same issue in a level. They are extremely rare, and the good news is they're not quite as rare as a crash crate, which I thought would be pretty often, honestly, based on the fact we'd have up to 5 revivals. You've seen it here. I think we've had 2 crash crates across this entire video, which is crazy. Crazy and efficient, anyhow. So, yeah. Aku Aku Dash, I think it has a benefit. Sadly, it is greatly hindered by the fact that in order to enjoy the benefit, you need to be able to revive, which requires dying. But the crash crates just don't come with regularity here in the beginning, at least. Suction Cyclone Spin combined with Go Yo Yo Go, that's a pretty good combination if you're into that sort of a thing. The Soul Gem is neat, but not wildly effective by any stretch of the imagination. Crates aplenty. I'm hoping that turns out to be the superior path, at least by my playstyle and preference. We will check into that, but hey, for the time being, we've wrapped up Crash Bandicoot here. Again, my apologies to Ethan. Again, you can check him out. He basically covered everything in the introduction. So if you're looking for more information on the yo-yo, Aku Aku, the dash, the revival, you know, the crates, any of that stuff, he kind of outlined it all with their introductions. Be sure to check those out. I might link it at the end on the end slide if anyone ever uses those. So be on the lookout for that. Basically, if you watch the video to the end, I'll try to have the introduction as a video that you can click, and you can sort of get the explanation from him on everything. But anyway, yeah, that was Spin to Win, and I can't believe how rare the Boxo rockets and the crash crates are. I did not anticipate that. So that said, I'm going to go and get Cortex down a path and then play around with Crash a little bit more, try to get some solid numbers on the revival, see what's happening. Like, are we restoring at half health is what it seemed to be. I think when we died, I know he's box stock 150, I felt like we had 60, but we might have taken a hit. I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't realize we had died, if you will. So I very well could have missed something, but 60 would be, what, 2/5 of our health? 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, so that could be a possibility, you know, 2/5, 40% of whatever your baseline health is. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But anyway, I'm going to get some water. I'm going to end this video, and I hope you learned a little something. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've got Crash, and you probably do. Which path do you prefer and why? So if you know of anything I was doing wrong here in terms of not getting crash crates or the box of rockets, feel free to let me know. As it stands right now, they're just, you can't really depend on them to invest much in the Soul Gem or the base upgrades, 5 to Life in particular. So anyhow, let me know your thoughts on all this, and I'll catch you back here as we check out Crash Bandicoot Crates of Plenty. So stay tuned for that.